the intro here. I think we're pretty good to do this, but Tale of Tamiyo, let's go, baby. 2 lands, that means we get a draw. Let's go. One more. Let's go. Creature? No, okay. All right. We won't be greedy here. No, like I said, there is no Tamiyo in standard, but I guess the Tale of Tamiyo is helping out this lovely eye. So let's go ahead and do exactly that. We get an Abhorrent Oculus, number 1. We get a Abhorrent Oculus, number 2. Thank you so much, Tamiyo. Next turn with the Tale of Tamiyo is about to go crazy. We have, I think we'll do this. Let's go for Helping Hand again. Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode with Man Man, and today we've got a juicer for you. So I hope you've had an eye out on Esper, because Esper is making a comeback. Let's go and dive right in, baby. We got the Esper eye. That is right. So we kind of all have seen, like, you know, the Abhorrent Oculus. I am not the first one to do this Helping Hand Abhorrent Oculus. I've seen this on the ladder quite a bit. It's a really good deck, but I kind of want to make a little bit of a different deck here. So a lot of times you have like the Monastery Monk thingy. We also have like the Haughty Djinn. I wanted to say no to that. We're going to extend the curve and we're going to make this into Esper. So I know you're seeing, like, we got the Valgavoth. We'll get into the Valgavoth here in a second, but what I want to really address here, obviously, let's start with the Abhorrent Oculus. As an additional cost to cast a spell, exile 6 cards from your graveyard. At the beginning of each upkeep, you're going to Manifest Dread. Now, I really wanted to make the most use of Manifest Dread, because Manifest Dread, I mean, it does mill you, but it also, you know, you also have creatures. So if you have the Helping Hand, obviously if we're not running like the Haughty Djinn or the Monk, that I kind of forgot what its name was, but the Monk, you kind of know what I'm talking about. The Monk, if we do, we kind of want the Malcolm and the Nashi, and because we are going Esper colors, we might as well go Nashi. Now, Nashi has, whenever it deals damage and it has menace, you may mill that many cards, so it kind of fits the theme as well. You may put any number of legendary or enchantment cards from among them into your hand, and then you get a +1/+1 counter if you don't do any of that. That's pretty okay. I am running both the Overlord of the Floodpits and the Overlord of the Balemurk, just really, really nice. We do like the Overlord of the Floodpits. Well, this one mills. The black one mills. The blue one, just because it just, you know, draws 2 cards and then discard a card, which is nice. And also a flying horror creature is actually really, really fun. But we do like to discard cards because obviously we have the reanimation stuff, but I didn't want to just kind of like speed run into the reanimation stuff here, because again, the Azorius version is just more tempo-y, so we kind of play a little bit more lax and kind of have a little bit more of a top end game here. We do have Rite of the Moth. With all the milling that we have, we will be able to flashback. We do have 1 Valgavoth Terror Eater for those long grindy games. Obviously it just kind of helps out a lot. But let's go in for the Tale of Tamiyo. This is a legendary enchantment, so I'm only running 1, so hopefully we can kind of make use of it. But mill 2 cards. If 2 cards that share a card type this were milled this way, draw a card and repeat this process. Now that's just like a little pepper on top. That's not exactly like, you know, you're not banking on getting the draw. Sometimes you do discard 2 lands and then you draw, or 2 creatures and draw 2 instances, etc., etc. But you're never really banking on that a whole lot. Sometimes by the time you get 3 instances of this, you will get an extra card draw out of it, which is nice. But what we really like, exile any number of target instant, sorcery, and or Tamiyo Planeswalker. Now, there's no Tamiyo Planeswalkers in Standard, unfortunately, but target instant or sorceries, and then you may cast them, exile them, you may cast any number of the copies. So we kind of like that. We obviously have, you know, Moment of Truth, Into the Flood Maw, in case they have like a pretty wide board, Helping Hand, etc., etc., and obviously, you know, we don't really need that because the Rite of the Moth has flashback anyway, but it is a lot of value. I mean, I really, really like this card. I don't think it's like a card you really like build around. I think it's just kind of like a helper in terms of like the mill. It's really, really fun when it goes off, and it does go off, so you gotta love the Tale of Tamiyo here. So I think this is pretty much the deck here. It's pretty like, you know, I don't want to say obvious. I mean, we just have like the Overlords here, a Valgavoth later that we can reanimate. Soul Partition, because obviously mono red is really, really annoying. So got the Into the Flood Maw for tempo purposes. The 3 steps ahead. 3 steps ahead obviously can draw a card, discard a card. We've got plenty of things that we want to discard here. So I will take a note with the mana base here. I am running, instead of going in for like, you know, 4 of the whatchamacallit, Seachrome Coast and the Darkslick Shores, again, because we are slower, because I'm a little bit slower of a more mid-rangey type of deck here, I am actually only have 1 of each of those. But what I do have is 4 of the Floodfarm Verge and the Gloomlake Verge, because I mean, if you notice, they don't have all 10 of the mana combinations here, but what they do have is the obviously the Esper colors here. So we have, this gives white unless you have a plains or an island. This one gives blue unless you have an island or swamp, and then if you have like a Meticulous Archive or an Undercity Sewers, these are islands and swamps and plains. So those like unlock them. So, but either way, even if you do have like a Gloomlake Verge, it's not dead. It still gives you blue, and we have a lot of blue here. And this one gives you white, and we have a lot of white. So it doesn't even like really hurt you that much because it's mostly white and blue anyway. So I thought that was just kind of worth noting that I am not running this so much, but I think we're gonna go in for the Verge. I think this is kind of the deck where you want to go into the Verge. I've been blabbing on and on enough. Let's stop using the mouth. Let's start using the eyes. So crappy puns aside, let's go ahead and give a shout out to the Mana Rocks. The Mana Rocks are the patrons and the YouTube channel members that have made it onto the almighty Blood Artist board, and you just gotta love it. I'm just such a fan of the Artist board. But nevertheless, if you do want to join us on the board, consider joining the channel. It is my dream to become a long-term content creator. I've been at this for like 2 years, like 500 something videos later. I'm going to continue faking it until I make it, so consider joining us. Consider joining the Discord. The Discord's free. The Discord's free. You don't have to pay money or anything, but we are up to like 68 people. I'm not trying to brag or anything like that, but nevertheless, just keep in mind, that only you can help protect the Aether with me, so make sure to leave a like on the video. The button looks just like this. And without further ado, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Graz. Hello, Graz. Well, I think we can kind of keep this. We got a nice little Esper pile here. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's go for the Meticulous Archive, and okay, we got it. We literally have it. Meticulous Archive is going to get rid of the eye, and we've got the Helping Hand. Oh my god. You could not ask for a better start. This is just pure luck, but I don't care. Sometimes I'd rather be lucky than good. Absolutely. We have another Helping Hand. Okay, well, there's no way we lose this, right? There's no way. Meticulous Archive. Go another archive. I guess we'll keep it. Meticulous Archive has been lucky for us, but let's go in for our lovely Helping Hand, and we have it. A turn 2 Abhorrent Oculus. Come on, come on. We even have a Phantom Interference just for good measures. Let's see if they got a Get Lost. They do not have a Get Lost. They're gonna lose the tempo battle here so badly because now we even have a Phantom Interference. Ooh, god, this is nasty. Again, this is not typical, but you gotta, Jesus. Yeah, in the turn, your go. Let's see you follow that up, my friend. Get Lost. Well, I don't know, why did they not go for Get Lost before combat? They gotta know that this is like a decent amount of damage that we're presenting to them, so we get the Manifest Dread again. Why did they not do this before combat? Or when I was tapped out? If they had, yeah, I have no idea about that, but the Oculus, wow. I'm MGB, I'm Dynamite. Alright, we got the Tale of Tamiyo. It's a little unfortunate that there is no Tamiyo in Standard right now. Just kind of, yeah, it's really not good, but it is what it is here. It doesn't really matter here. We got the Verge. We can unlock it with a little planes that we have, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I think we'll drop down. It doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. These Verges are really cool, though. Floodfarm Verge, Gloomlake Verge, whatever the hell. Still don't know if it's, yeah, we'll go into Phantom Interference. I still don't know if it's optimal to just, like, jam all of the, unless you have 3 or more lands, it comes in tapped, and then with the Meticulous Archives, but I think, as I kind of stated in the intro here, I think we're pretty good to do this, but Tale of Tamiyo, let's go, baby. 2 lands, that means we get a draw. Let's go, one more, let's go. Creature? No, okay, all right. We won't be greedy here, but the Tale of Tamiyo gets you to mill a lot of cards, and, like, we get so much value from this, man. So now we got a Helping Hand. The Tale of Tamiyo, I guess there's no There's no Tamiyo in Standard, but I guess the Tale of Tamiyo is gonna be the creature, let's go. Oh my god, that's so much value. That's so much value from the Tale of Tamiyo. I guess, you know, like I said, there is no Tamiyo in Standard, but I guess the Tale of Tamiyo is helping out this lovely eye. So let's go ahead and do exactly that. We get an Abhorrent Oculus, number 1. We get a Abhorrent Oculus number 2. Thank you so much, Tamiyo. Thank you so much. And I guess we'll just chill. We got the Into the Flood Maw. No reason to get hasty here. We're not a red deck. We don't have to have haste. Ooh, Overlord of the Floodpits. Let's go ahead and get Overlord of the Floodpits going. This is crazy. Ooh, baby. Manifest Dread twice. Like I said, they're running mono black, so I mean, what's so crazy about this is even if they do, like, this is crazy. This is crazy because they're gonna go for the throat, but it doesn't even matter because by the time the well, Flood Maw can only take the opponent's creature, so we'll just let it go through. But the Tale of Tamiyo is literally insane, right? Like, we can just go in for the helping hands in our graveyard. Oh my god, this is just crazy. The value city motors, baby. All right, we do this one more time. 2 lands. No. Okay, so we don't get to draw off the Tamiyo, but it's fine. Next turn with the Tale of Tamiyo is about to go crazy. Exile any number of instants or sorceries. So we have Into the Flood Maws. Oh my god, this is like so, it's like overwhelming how crazy it is. But let's go and swing in. Bang bang. We have, I think we'll do this. Let's go for Helping Hand again. Oh my god. Oh my god, this was so crazy. We had 3 steps ahead. Tamiyo was about to go off. Schnibble. Hello, Schnibble. Well, 1 land's not going to do it. Even if we have the eye, let's go ahead and get rid of this. So, by default, this is looking a little bit better. Guess we'll get rid of a Phantom Interference. We don't need 2, most likely. Mulligans just suck in general. Heartfire Hero. All right, hopefully we can get a blue source. Or no, we have plenty of blue. We need a white source for the Soul Partition, because otherwise, could get a little sweaty up in here. Here's mono red. They do tend to make things hot. Down to 19. Oh, okay. Well, down to 19. 19 damage. You can do better than that. Got an Overlord, which is kind of unfortunate. So at least we have Phantom Interference, but I'm coping. This is not a good look. I could go for Phantom Interference and then they get tapped out and then but I don't know. We'll just kind of waiting for them. Might of the Meek. Oh god. Should I go have it, I guess. I don't know. This is not looking good no matter what we do. This is looking pretty bad. Down to 13. I guess with worst case scenario, we just go for the Picklock Prankster and see if we can snag something, but Into the Flood Maw, that's exactly it. Okay, that's better than nothing. We do have our white source now too, so that's kind of cool. Okay, now that was a decent little swing. We'll just pass, because now we have Into the Flood Maw and the Soul Partition. Okay, whew. We were almost toast there though. That was hindsight's 2020, but not going for that Phantom Interference may have been the right play. I don't know. Let's let them pass. Again, we don't have any kill spells, so not worried about it. Do your Manifest Dreading, do your Felonious Rages. Well, there's a Monstrous Rage. Again, we don't really care. I guess we could go for the Into the Flood Maw here. Or we could kind of just let them do their thing. Maybe we should do this. I don't know. Maybe they kind of freak out a little bit. I'm going to go for the Into the Flood Maw here, because I want them to kind of like either plot it or do whatever again to it, but got to Soul Partition the Heartfire Hero. Do it. One more. Come on. That's right. Felonious Rage. Felony Baloney. And if they're going to pass the damage, now we can go in for the almighty Soul Partition, which could not have been more, what's the opposite of ill-timed? Perfectly timed. I don't know. Another Heartfire Hero. That's completely fine with me. I think we played that relatively okay. We got our Helping Hand, which does not help if we do not have a whatchamacallit in the graveyard. Our lovely little eyeball. So I guess we still have a counter. We do have 3 steps ahead. I could use this to try and draw. That's risky. Okay, you could go for 3 steps ahead, try to draw into an untapped white source, and then discard your eye, and then use Helping Hand. That's pretty risky. This is so brutal letting these actual creatures resolve, but I'm still gonna do it for now. Alright. Taking 2 is no problem. We can take 2. That's not a problem. But now we can go ahead and do this. Let's see if we would have got the untapped white source for that little combo. We wouldn't have. So that makes me feel a lot better. But now we have enough to actually just go in for the Oculus here, even without the Helping Hand. But something is still better to do it. So Seachrome Coast comes untapped, which is kind of gross. But let's go ahead and do it, baby. We got the Oculus. We see the Oculus with our own eye. Let's go. I spy with my little eye a big Oculus, and we're going to start manifesting dread. We got an Into the Flood Maw and a counter. So, well, 2 lands. That's, we'll take a land A. Land A will do. Whew. All right. 11 life. We still have an Into the Flood Maw. Might of the Meek. Okay, here's the question. Do we want to go for the Into the Flood Maw now? Deny them the card draw. Yeah, that's kind of gross. I don't like this. This whole game I've just been letting these like things resolve, and I don't like it. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan, but I think we're kind of doing what we have to do. I will block. Yep. Let's block. Let's block the Mighty Mouse. See if they go for Monstrous Rage. Get a little extra value when we bounce it. Felonious Rage. That's not. That's still some sort of rage here, so sure. I'm tempted to go for Into the Flood Maw on the Swifty and just take the damage, but we just can't. That's just too much, right? Oh, okay, so they're gonna flop the bird. Okay, okay. So we got the Overlord, man. I gotta check, man. These black sources. I could have swore I put some black sources in this deck. Do not see any right now, which is a little yucky with the Overlord going on, but I think we're just gonna go in for the Prankster. We still go in for the Phantom Interference, but that's really all we got. But now that we have a little bit of offensive prowess here, not the real prowess, the fake prowess, but let's go get the Rite of the Moth. That's why we kind of like that Rite of the Moth later. Still need a black source for it, but it is value nevertheless. I decided not to swing because I think I'm a little too scared to with 8 life. No swings. They're scared to swing too. That works for me. Heartfire Hero. Sure. Solve that. Heartfire Hero number 2. That's a, well, now they're kind of tapped out because of the Soul Partition. So now we can Phantom Interference that. These Overlords are sitting here like a, dead as a doorknob. No black sources, which is pretty brutal, but alright. Let's get our Vigilance in, right? At least the bare minimum, let's get our Vigilance in, but it's starting to get a little sweaty here. Abhorrent Oculus. Let's see how abhorrent our luck is. Well, the Rite of the Moth still can come back from the graveyard, so that's kind of what we like, but again, still need a black source from something, somewhere. We do have a decent amount of things here, but I'm a little nervous now because now they could just fling with the Heartfire Hero, and it doesn't really matter what we do, but I'm still going to have to all-out block. We haven't been swinging for this exact reason, so yeah, just all-out blocking, I guess. That looks good, whatever. A little nervous here, obviously, like, you know, Monstrous Rage, whatever on the hero, because when the hero dies, we're going to get kind of, yes, well, we're going to take 5. Oh, God. Take 5 from the hero. But at least their whole board's gone. And that's, I mean... Alright, now we can just hard cast this. Let's do that. Make sure mostly just like lands. We don't want to get rid of the Rite of the Moth for obvious reasons. One more, sure, whatever. But now that we have 2 eyes, now I think we can be a little more aggressive, right? Bang, bang. We actually do have lethal on the back end here. Like, so, wow. I'll go Nashi. And whatever. Wow, yeah. You get so much value from the Oculus, it's kind of hard to even like think, like, oh yeah, like, oh, I just make 2 2/2s every single turn. Wow, down goes mono red. We would like to see that. And down 4413, how you doing? How you doing? Let's go ahead and keep this. We do got a lovely black source from the Overlord. The mana base for this deck has been quite wonky, to be completely honest with you, but that's okay. That's okay. Oh, that was a mulligan. Let's go ahead and give the opponent the friendly mulligan. Hello, everybody needs a friend when you take a mulligan because those things suck. Alright, let's go ahead and just set up here. We are placing a gross mono red. So, hello, yeah, I love the hospitality. We'll keep the Soul Partition. Soul Partition, very, very good versus the dreaded mono red. Alright, Bane Splitter. Not the end of the world, but not the beginning of it. 3 damage, we can handle 3 damage, right? I don't think they're going to explode it. Unless they have the Felonious Rage. Yeah, no, we're good, we're good. We're good. Just sit pretty. I don't want to get my my Overlord would be kind of cool to get out, but like I said, I mean we just can't. Not against mono red. So hopefully they just kind of pump this up to the high heavens. Got a Heartfire Hero, sure. I am not running temporary lockdown, so we're just gonna have to hope to, like, you know. Come on, pump it, pump it, pump it louder, pump it louder. There we go, baby. It's Black Eyed Peas, ain't it? Never mind what it is. Let's go ahead and get. Oh man, such a good song. Partition away. I don't know. I think it's how I say it. I don't know. We're living on a prayer here. Let's see if we can get another land. There we go. There we go. There's some black sources for us. So we might just be able to hard cast the Overlord. I think we're looking okay here. I'll get down the Nashi. We might as well, right? Don't have any removal. I mean, going for the Moment of Truth. I mean, I'm already happy with the Soul Partition. I'm already happy with that, so might as well not go for the Moment of Truth. Let's put a body out here. This actually isn't horrible. Like, it's not great, but like, yeah, this is an easy block. We'll just block with the Nashi, take 4. It's honestly fine. Now we have our lovely Soul Partition. It is tempting to go for the Moment of Truth and see if we can get an untapped land. Like an untapped land, and then still have the Moment of Truth, land drop, and Soul Partition, but it's a little too risky, a little too fragile for me. I think we're just going to play it safe here. Cacophony Scamp. Well, it seems a little dumb to go for 3 steps ahead on a Cacophony Scamp, so we'll just let you do your thing. See if we got the Felonious Rage combo. It's a very good combo. Again, we're just gonna be... You can make a case to go for 3 steps ahead, but we're just gonna play it safe here. I would really like to see a land. I guess we're just gonna play it safe here, man. It is close, man, to go for that Moment of Truth. See if we can snag a land with it, but it might not even be an untapped land. That's kind of what I'm scared of. Well, they are tapped out for this, so I feel it's a little meh, but I think we kind of already made our bed. We gotta sleep in it. Picklock Prankster, no land to be found, unfortunately. All right, we kind of committed to kind of going for these counter spells. Let's just keep on countering them away. I don't love it. Eventually, we are gonna have to do this, so eventually we will go in for the Moment of Truth, and we get a land. We finally do get a land, which is kind of nice. Well, we have the Rite of the Moth here. We don't really have anything cool to reanimate here, so let's see if we can find something kind of cool to reanimate here. Moment of Truth, we'll keep the Flood Maw. Yep, looks good, looks good. And we'll just pass for now. If we can go for the Rite of the Moth on like a Valgavoth, we can find our one single Valgavoth. Ooh, a ley line. Can't counter that, so we'll just let it go. I could go for the Into the Flood Maw on it, but I think I'd rather just go for the Picklock Prankster. If we can find a Valgavoth. Nope, no Valgavoth. Okay. Well, I guess Helping Hand's better than nothing, right? Another Oculus. So we can actually just hardcast the Oculus, keep the Into the Flood Maw. I think that's probably the best move here, so yeah, there's nothing in our graveyard, so Abhorrent Oculus. This is kind of the point of the deck. Bang, bang, bang. 6 is a kind of a hefty price, but it's fine. Bang. Manifest Dread. Oh my god, I was hoping that we can follow with them, because the Manifest Dread helps out the Rite of the Moth and stuff like that, but we just keep finding all of our land off with the Manifest Dread stuff. Heartfire here, we don't care. As long as we can bounce, as long as we can interrupt without killing, we just don't care. They're tapping out for this. I think it is a mistake, in my opinion, to run the Bane Splitter with the Leyland. It doesn't synergize with it whatsoever in any case, in any way, shape, or form. Guess we just, I don't know, let's go for the Impending 5. We don't need to hard cast it. It would be fun to, but it is what it is. So see what we got here. Still nothing too crazy. I guess we go for the Nashi. I guess we can decline that because we have Helping Hand, but still gonna go in for the Abhorrent Oculus. Honestly, I'm a little nervous, though. I'm still going to do it. We don't have any removal anyway, so... But we might as well just get this down. Now we get the Manifest Dread twice. Yep. See if we can get something crazy. Okay, I want the Valgavoth in my graveyard, so let's not choose the Valgavoth. I want it in the graveyard for the Rite of the Moth. I am a little nervous here. Obviously, they could just go like Monstrous Rage, and then Fling. That would be nasty. Please don't do that. Oh, like I said, the Bane Splitter. Oh yeah, like this Bane Splitter is just not doing it for me, man. I mean, I'm glad to be playing it, but yeah, now we're good to go. Now we're just going for the Rite of the Moth, right? Rite of the Moth, and right onto the Valgavoth Terror Eater. And yes, I'm only running one. I'm running one Valgavoth, but I don't care. We got it. Let's go. And now they're not. Now I think they're just toast, right? They give us a nice, yeah, it's over. Because now even when they, let's go ahead and give them a cheers. I actually don't have my coffee mug here. I usually, if you watch the channel here, I usually give a cheers with my coffee mug, but it's nowhere to be found, so give a half-hearted cheers on that, I guess. But I think I'm down to 1. I guess I'll have to pay life, right? Nothing in my graveyard, whatever, blah blah. It doesn't really matter. I think we just win, right? That's not pay life, but they can't fling us anymore. They can't fling us because we have the Valgavoth, so Overlord of the Floodpits. There we go. Good God. Now we're just really opening the floodgates with the Floodpits. I think it's pretty much over. Down to 1. We got the Valgavoth. They can't swing. Good game. Yeah, it's definitely a good game. Clank him up, baby. Let's go. Let's go. All right, Fluke. This is a little risky because the Verge only gives white sources unless we have another land, but we are on the draw. We are on the draw, so there we go. Okay, ooh, we at least have blue. So that's what I like about these lands. They're kind of quirky, but until we get the other 5 like color combinations with them, I do like them. Especially for Esper, because obviously Esper seems to be like the only thing that has the colors. So let's go for the Into the Flood Maw. Just kind of set them back here. Slow your roll there, Mr. Mice. The Underground River does kind of help out. Once we have a single plains or swamp, like one of the Meticulous Archive or the Underground River, not Underground River, excuse me. What's it called? Sewer, Underground Sewer or something like that. Once you just have one, it kind of just unlocks, your other lands to kind of give multiple stuff here. But nevertheless, let's see what we got for the Malcolm here. They didn't play anything on turn 3, which is a little surprising considering Mice is an aggro deck, so... See if we can spike. Okay, so let's see if we can spike something pretty crazy here, especially an eye. We have the Helping Hand, which Malcolm helps us discard. But I think this is fine. Whatever. You can make the case that we should go for the Moment of Truth, but I think I still like the Soul Partition a little bit better. We could go for the Moment of Truth, ditch an eye in the graveyard. That seems a little bit luck-based. We'll just wait. Manifold Mouse. Why didn't they play this on turn 3, though? I don't think they played anything on turn 3, which is kind of weird. Sheltered by Ghosts. Okay, well, that's going to be a very easy Soul Partition here. Yeah. Sheltered by Ghosts. Wow. Meticulous Archive. There we go. So Meticulous Archive is going to, unlock. There we go. It's going to unlock our dual lands here, which is really nice. Nashi's a little slow for turn 5 or whatever the hell we're on. So we'll say no. We're turn 4, but still. It would be turn 5. And then we have the Helping Hand. Looks pretty good to me. Meticulous Archive, sure, whatever. I think we'll say no. We already have 1. So all of our stuff has been unlocked, and now we're going to go in for the Helping Hand. I think that's fine, right? Obviously, it's going to do the Nashi. We already have a Malcolm. Now we go for the Moment of Truth. But we'll wait. I mean, come on. It's the Moment of Truth. We'll wait for it. Come on. This seems to be like more of an aggro deck, but they're just kind of playing slow. Unless they're going to Sunfall me here, and then in which case I don't know what's going on. Manifold Mouse, but this is not okay, I would say, because the Soul Partition made it more expensive, so it's not Offspringed. It's just more expensive. Let's do your thing. Sure, can't swing in or whatever, so that's fine. Alright, the Moment of Truth. Here it is, baby. Moment of Truth. Let's see what we got here. There's an eye. Okay, there's an eye. There we go. Oh, we're looking beautiful. We're looking absolutely beautiful. So I guess we'll put the Into the Flood Maw into our hand, but yeah, we definitely want the Oculus into the graveyard. Bam! Looking good, looking good. Soul Partition, I don't even know if it could be any better. I don't know if this could be any better. Nashi's got Menace. Malcolm's gonna do its thing. Oh, baby, come on, baby. We're looking so good here. We got Menace, yeah. Nashi, even I don't think they would even chump block Nashi, even if they could. Let's get a little mill action. Oh, 2 lands. That's kind of gross, but it is what it is. I know, 3 lands. Make it 3 lands off the top. That's pretty not great, but whatever. Alright, well, let's do it. We got our combo here. Let's go get in for the Helping Hand, the Abhorrent Oculus, the Millennium Eye, baby. We got it. We would make Pegasus so proud. If we gave this a resolve, let's see if the opponent's still there. And we have an Into the Flood Maw and a Soul Partition. Oh my god, we're just looking absolutely beautiful here, man. Gosh, I don't even see how we could be in any sort of danger here. I hate to be cocky, but... Oh, Overlord or another Oculus? Well, okay, now this is what it's all about, baby. Let's go ahead and Manifest Dread. Oh my god, which one do we want? Honestly, the Oculus, we can just flip it now. Looking pretty good. Yeah, sure, whatever. I'll take another eye. I love the Overlord, but Overlord costs 5. We don't have enough, so... Sheltered by Ghosts, we will... I guess we'll go for Into the Flood Maw. In case they have some sort of, like, protection or whatever. I think there is an enchantment that protects. Speak of the devil, that is it. So, yeah, let's go for this. And they only have red. They only have red left over, so that even if they did have protection, they couldn't cast it with their red. Oh, and now we have 3 steps ahead. They just know. They were just toast. 34th Nugget. What a name. Let's go ahead and keep this. Got the Tale of Tamiyo. Hopefully we can get that Tale of Tamiyo really going here. So, presumably mono red. All right. So we got a lot of tap lands here, but that's okay. Does kind of help out our verges. So I think we Into the Flood Maw, we'll keep that. If we're going against red, seems necessary. Ooh, Gruul. Now, why are they not playing anything? I guess that's kind of my first question. Let's do this. See if we get into a lovely eye. Surveil an eye. That would be kind of sick, right? We'll keep a land. Might need plenty of land here, so. What you got up your sleeve here? Is this like big? Oh, this is rampy Gruul. Okay, so I am a little nervous actually. All right. Can't really Into the Flood Maw that effectively. That's not smart, right? So, okay. I guess we'll just get Down's Verge. I'm a big fan of these cards here. It's gonna be nice when all of the color, like all the 3 color combinations have it, but Esper's looking good right now. So get the Tale of Tamiyo. We do not get our draw, but we do get our eye, so that's pretty good. Ooh, Overlord Chasm. Jesus. Okay, well, holy crap. Mill 2? I was gonna say, if you get 2 lands, you get to draw, but we have 2 eyes in the graveyard now. That's pretty cool. Let's go for the Verge. Love these lands, by the way. Helping Hand, we'll get one of our little oculi back. I may just want to go for the Overlord. Let's just send out. I'm gonna do this now because they could have like Snakeskin Veil. It is possible, even though they are big rampy. You never know. So let's go ahead and Manifest Dread, and then we still have a Soul Partition. I think we're looking okay here, right? They're just gonna. That's kind of weird though. It comes untapped, right? Like why would they do this now? Okay. Heaped Harvest. Get your food, my friend. We all gotta eat. Just don't eat too much. Cause I'd like to win. Alright. Kind of weird there, but okay. Tale of Tamiyo, let's see what we got here. Don't get the draw, unfortunately, but like you can't really count on the draw. We kind of like it for the late game aspect here. But what we can do with it, if they do drop stuff here, I mean we have quite a bit that we can do with that, right? For now, I think we're sitting pretty good here. We're gonna go for Into the Flood Maw and Soul Partition, and then whatever they do, they're just gonna be able to. We're gonna be able to just go and just get them all back. So let's go for the Overlord. Set up this Tamiyo ultimate, nice and big. Carnosaur, that's fine. Whatever. We don't really care about that. Overlord of the Balemurk. Sure, we get an eye. Do we even want an eye? I guess we'll take one, but I don't know. Like how could we lose this? Oh, Overlord. Oh my God, Overlord of the Floodpits. How do we lose? How do we lose this? Overlord of the Floodpits. What are we scared of here? I guess they could. I mean, they can't really sweep the board. Brotherhood's End. I'm gonna put a stop at my upkeep here so that I can go for Soul Partition because I might want to use two Soul Partitions with the Tale of Tamiyo. What else could they have in their hand here? Smuggler Surprise. Okay, that's not great. Oh, Natalia. Okay. There's nothing really that... I saw that. I saw it. Oh, no! Oh, that's crazy! I have one Valgavoth! And Natalia took it! Oh, and the... Oh, this is a disaster. Okay, oh my God, that is insane. Okay, our only chance. Oh. Okay, like I said, our only chance here is to go for Into the Flood Maw and be able to pay the ward on Valgavoth so that we get it back into our hand. That's our only chance here. Okay, I gotta think this one through. This is not good. It's not looking good, but there's a way. There's a way, right? Tale of Tamiyo is gonna go off. Alright, Helping Hand, Into the Flood Maw, and Soul Partition. We're gonna have to just kind of like disrupt their board here. The only thing that I'm worried about is obviously the Tamiyo. The Valgavoth. So Soul Partition. I guess a Tally, whatever. Sure. Into the Flood Maw. I guess I could do this on the Valgavoth, but maybe we just do this instead. Helping Hand. Well, I guess we decline the Helping Hand. I don't have enough for the Helping Hand, so. Okay. And then we Soul Partition the O'Hare Caslam. Wait, did I just... Wait, hold on. Could I have paid the ward cost with the Valgavoth? Because it was the Tale of Tamiyo still on the battlefield, technically? Because if so, I just screwed this all up. Oh, I'm so bad at this game. I'm so bad at this game! Don't play like me! Oh, I'm so bad at this game. I think it was, right? Now that I'm kind of thinking about that, because I saw it go to the graveyard after we sacrificed it. It is. I'm so stupid. So I could have entered the Flood Maw on the Valgavoth and put it back into my hand. I could have paid the ward cost, but instead, oh my god. I can't believe they spiked the one Valgavoth in my deck. It's like it's one, and the Atali snagged it. Oh my god. Overlord, oh, that's our Overlord. Oh my god, they would not be able to do this without my stuff. Oh my god, they would not be able to do this without the Valgavoth. That's our Overlord. That's our Overlord. That's crazy. This is crazy how they did this from a Gruul deck. Calamity. Oh my god, they're gonna saddle the Overlord? Oh my god. Oh, here comes the Valgavoth. Oh my god, this is crazy. So, okay. No big deal. I think we're just cooked, right? Two Overlords coming. They have so much firepower on the back end here. They are down to 11 life. I can bounce with the Calamity. Can bounce off that. That's too much. So we're gonna have to at least chump block one. Then we take that. Valgavoth's gonna go up. Oh my god, but we still don't have enough to pay the ward on the Valgavoth here. We're just cooked, right? I can drop the Picklock Prankster here. Let's just clank it up. I think they got us. Yeah, we screwed that up. I misplayed. Hey, GG's though. The Monk. Well, speaking of the Monk, I am not playing the Monastery. What's it called? The Monk? What's it called? Either way, I'm not playing the Monk. I think is it Monastery Monk? Now I'm gonna look that up after this. The one that usually goes with like the Helping Hand, kind of graveyard, Haughty Djinn kind of nonsense, but nevertheless, I think we're looking pretty okay here. We do have the Rite of the Moth. I actually really like the Rite of the Moth here. Not right here, but you know what I'm saying, in this deck. So, do I go for the Picklock Prankster or the Malcolm? I'm gonna go for the Malcolm, I guess. All right. Definitely gonna discard the Rite of the Moth. Kind of pairs well with our lovely Ooh, and a Nashi. There we go. We like that. So obviously I can't hardcast the Abhorrent Oculus. So let's just go in for a little Nashi action. Nashi, Search in the Dark. I love how Nashi's got the Scouter like a Dragon Ball Z. It's cute. Let's see what we're playing against here. So far I see Bant colors. Is this Bant? It might be Ancient Cornucopia. It might just be Domain, but most likely Domain. Oh, my Nashi goes bye-bye. That is unfortunate. But such is life. Alright, let's go and swing in here. See if we got anything with the Malcolm here. Not really. Not really. I guess... I guess we'll go for the Picklock Prankster, see if we can snag anything. We don't really have anything else going for us. We do have a Valgavoth, which is nice. Alright, so now we got the Valgavoth and the Rite of the Moth. Obviously, this deck is most likely running Sunfall, so kind of gets rid of our lovely Elder Demon. Fabled Passage. Tell me a story, Fabled Passage. What you got for me? Ill-timed Explosion. Alright, so they're going to blow up the board. No big deal. Let's look at the Valgavoth, though. Ooh, Overlord of the Floodpits. Gotta love the Overlord. Well, we already have we don't really need the Overlord, but I'm still gonna do it here. If they have Sunfall, obviously it is pretty brutal, but we can recover even without it. So I'm still gonna rock it, baby. Wow! All right.